What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, listen. Some surprising news has came out as far as the Marina Rogers case and involving her having her life taken out there in Las Vegas on a visit to Las Vegas from Seattle, where she's from. Now, we all know the major people involved in this. Ex-NBA player, G-League player, Chance Comanche, and Sakari Harnden, who was supposedly the boyfriend. In a new twist of events that have been revealed from the arrest records by out there in Las Vegas, a serious twist in the case has come up. Now I'm going to play you this video from the local news out there, and it explains a lot. And I got to admit, guys, when I seen this a couple of hours ago, it threw me for a loop. Take a look at this, and we'll come back and talk about it.
And breaking right now at 6 o'clock, new details on that alleged murder plot involving a setup. I'm David Sharns.
And I'm Denise Valdez. One of the suspects, a former NBA player. This is a story the 8 News Now investigators first broke, and Vanessa Murphy just obtaining an arrest report with new information.
Denise and David, police say they have the messages to prove the murder of Marina Rogers was a setup. At the center of this also, sex work. Metro police say Rogers thought she was meeting a trick, but that person was basketball player Chance Comanche, who was ready to kill her.
Comanche versus Banchi, the two bigs.
This is the day after Las Vegas Metro police say Chance Comanche kidnapped and murdered a woman in Las Vegas. Now the 27-year-old former NBA player and G-League Sacramento Stockton Kings player and 19-year-old Sakari Harnden face murder and kidnapping charges. Police say they found the remains of 23-year-old Marina Rogers in a desert area in Henderson, just outside of Las Vegas. She was a medical assistant visiting with friends from Washington State, but this arrest report obtained by the 8 News Now investigators states she came to Las Vegas for sex work. Police say they found numerous messages through Telegram dating back to December 1st, detailing the pair's plot to kill Rogers. The motive, according to detectives, Harnden was upset Rogers told people Harnden had implicated another man referred to as her boyfriend for a murder in California. On December 6th, the friend dropped Rogers off to Harden's car. A man believed to be Comanche was in the back seat. The plan was to strangle Rogers. In additional messages, Comanche appeared to coach Harnden on what to say when questioned by police about Rogers' disappearance. On Monday, the family of Rogers sent the 8 News Now investigators the following statement. We held on to hope for Marina's safe return and are devastated that she will never come home. Marina was kind and compassionate with aspirations for her future. We are grateful to the law enforcement agencies who have worked together over the last 2 weeks to seek answers and continue to seek justice for Marina and our family. We request privacy as we grieve this tragic and senseless loss.
Comanche is expected to be extradited to Nevada from California. He was released from the team the day of his arrest. Harnden remains in jail in downtown Las Vegas. Now, there's also mention of a third suspect in the arrest report we obtained. We're working to learn more. Now, what's also noted in the arrest report, friends telling police it was unlike Marina Rogers to not check in and not return from her dates, meaning sex work. They went to a police station to report her missing and were concerned about her safety due to Harden's associates being known to be violent. Police say Sakari Harnden had also filed a missing persons report giving false information.
All right, guys, before I go in on this, I'm going to tell you a story real quick. I had a cousin that died from gun violence. He was way younger than me. And he wound up losing his life. They never found the killer. And The way the story goes, supposedly he was around some people that was unsavory. He was in the street. He was a good person in a bad situation around people where he wound up getting shot and he wasn't the intended target and he lost his life. Now, I was upset. You know, I just got out of prison. I was still somewhat institutionalized, angry. I'm going to find out who did this, woo, 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 all of this other stuff. Because my heart was hurting because I knew his character. I didn't know the situation. And I'll never forget the day we went and looked at his body after he was shot up and they were working on him in the hospital. We saw them before they took him to the morgue. It wasn't a good sight. The reason why I'm bringing this up, guys, is because the next day I was upset and I'm crying in the car. I got my cousin with me. I can't really get myself together. Like a lot of people when they lose a loved one. My cousin said something to me that it stuck with me. He said, Steve, you got to understand something. He said, you're upset and all of this. He said, but time catches everything and catches everybody. He said he lived the life, meaning he was in the street. It's a different ball game. Everybody's success is, I can't even say the words right, susceptible to what comes with that and doing that type of stuff and being out there in the street hustling or whatever. And when he said that to me, I thought, and I was like, you know what? He was in a different game than me. That can end in jail, death, or something else. And I kind of relaxed after hearing that because he was true. When you put yourself in the arena with animals and you do things that are suspect and put you in a position where you could lose your life, those are the risks you take. Now, like I said, a lot of people are upset. She went down there for sex work. When I heard that, I was like, Jesus Christ, I never even thought about that. And some of you guys left me comments in there. They said they were thinking about hitting this lick since September. I don't know how much her friends knew, but I mean, some of them knew this. So Vegas is a place you go down there, and I mean, anybody that's been down there know it's full of call girls. They walk the casinos. Some of them is on the surveillance, and they kick them out of there. Everybody's looking to get something from somebody, and that's just in life, not just in Las Vegas. She put herself in this situation, and it ultimately cost her life. Regardless of how you feel about the situation, nobody should lose their life under no circumstances. But then again, nobody with, common sense would put themselves in a position where they could lose their life. Supposedly she was doing good for herself. That's my thing. Why would you put yourself in a position to where you could be one-on-one with a stranger and subsequently be offed? Hell, prostitutes in the street get killed all the time because it's you one-on-one with a customer and you're engaging in an act where hormones and stuff are involved. You never know who you come across. You seem like a decent girl. Why would you put yourself in that position? You pretty. You're going to have options. They talking about hitting a lick and getting a trick and whatever. She don't even look like she need to do that. Honestly. I don't know what to say. I mean, some of you ladies caught this first. Y'all was in the comments like, oh, maybe she was sex trafficked or maybe it's something dealing with sex. Come to find out it was an act of revenge. This girl said she put her name in some stuff, typical stuff with women, with young women, arguing back and forth. She kept her mouth closed, set her up to confront her. That's why they had her in the house confined. She confronted her and wound up using this moron to do her in. They said he got a bunch of people that he hang around with that are unsavory characters. Supposedly there's a third person. So more updates about this story gonna come out. But I mean, you never know what people's motives are. And, you know, they face an untimely demise. Sometimes, you know, I don't understand this thing. I mean, that's a risk she didn't have to take. Attractive, supposedly had everything going for her. Some people crave a hint of danger sometimes, or just to say, yay, you know, I don't know the situation with this. More will come out about it. But it's kind of upsetting because I make these videos. You know, it's all speculation with all of us. We know that. It's all speculations. But I mean, from what I've heard, this is one of those things where you don't tell everybody what you're doing. And then when it comes out, it really intensifies the sorrow and pain that people have for you. Being a woman nowadays in America is dangerous. I'm sure she knew that, but she took the risk. And the dice came up snake eyes. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.